Hello and welcome to another video about the IDT Lab SaaS Cloud, and in this video I'll be talking about creating supplier invoices and also making payment to supplier invoices, and also talk about creating supplier funds within the accounting cloud. Okay, so to actually log a supplier invoice, you first head to the accounting tab, and then from the accounting tab you select supplier invoices from this supplier tab, and then you click the create button. Okay, so when you click the create button, you see the form will come up, and then you specify the particular customer which you are creating this invoice for. So in this case we say deposit tradings, okay, or we can say ICSS tech, and then we also specify the fiscal position if there's a need for that. Okay, and then we can specify the date which the invoice was delivered. So the invoice was delivered on the 15th, and then we can specify the due date for this particular invoice. Okay, so we can say you notice that the due date automatically changed to the 30th 11/2015 because the due date for this particular customer, this particular supplier under the supplier setting is 30 days, so that's why it automatically changed to this date. But you can specify it here if you want to. Okay, you can say the due date is on the 20th 11th month, or you can do whatever you want anyway. Okay, so here you can specify the service, the supplier invoice number. Okay, so maybe the supplier invoice number was this. Okay, so you can specify, and then you can specify also the currency, and then all these other details you see will automatically entered based on this supplier information here. Okay, so we come to the invoice and actually add the products that were on the invoice the supplier sent for us. So we click add item, we select the product, and then the price and everything will come up, and then also let's select another product. Let's say we select iPod 16 gig. Okay, so these are the two products we paid for, and that are on the invoice that we got from the supplier. So we can save this supplier invoice. Okay, so after saving it, it's in the draft stage, and we can also click in edit if we want to do further modification. So we can click validate if we're sure that the invoice is okay and everything is correct, or we can cancel the invoice if we want to. So we click validate. So after validating the invoice, we no longer have the ability to edit the items that were on the invoice. Okay, we can only edit the payment reference. So we can click save. So from this stage, we can also make payments directly for this particular invoice. Okay, so if we click the pay button, we'll see this wizard will pop up, and then we'll specify the payment type. We can see bank, and then we can click register payment, and then automatically the invoice will change from open to paid. Okay, so now if we come to our supplier payment, let me just look with this, let me copy this, maybe we want to search for it. Okay, and then if we come to our supplier payment, okay, we can actually look for it. This was it. Okay, this is it, and then you can see this is the total amount paid, and the invoice was created successfully, and the payment was also registered. Okay, so we can ask for refund again for this particular invoice if there is a problem with it. Okay, so we can make supply refunds from two ways. Okay, the first thing is we can create the supply refunds from here directly if we want to. We click the create button, we specify the supplier, and then we enter the invoice date, and then the due dates, and so on and so forth. Okay, enter all of the information, and then add the product again. So basically this is the inverse of creating the supplier invoice. Okay, so we select the items that were on the invoice, we select iMac and select another product and call it iPod. Okay, so the invoice number was okay, let's leave it blank, and then let's just save, and we can also validate this supplier refund. Okay, or we can again come to the supplier invoices and look for that invoice that was that was created. Okay, let's just look for the invoice that we created just now for ASOS Tech. Okay, let me just look for it. I think this is it. Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, so when we select the invoice, we can click ask for refund directly from here again. Okay, so if you click ask for refund, automatically you see this wizard where you can actually select the refund method. Okay, we can create a draft refund, click draft refund, and okay, we must specify a reason why we are making this refund. So we can say the product were bad. Okay, so this is the reason why you are making the refund. So we can click create refund, and automatically you see the refund has been created, and you see the status is draft. If you come again to supplier invoice, for this particular supplier, you can see the invoice was if you come to the supplier refund, you see that the refund was successfully created, but it is in the draft stage. Okay, so you can select that invoice again, and also if you want to cancel, you can cancel. If you want to edit, you can edit, and then you can validate. Okay, so after validating, and maybe you've received the money from you've received the payment for this refund from the supplier, you can click make payment, and in this case, instead of the amount being positive, it is negative. Why? Because the supplier is actually paying you back what you sent earlier. Okay, so you can select the payment method again and click register payment. So as you can see, it's been registered as paid, and that's it. Okay, so if you come again to the supplier payment, you can see that a supplier payment was created with this figure, and this is the reference number. The product were bad. Okay, you can see the status is posted. So this is it for this video. Hope to see you again some other time in some other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.